Okay, let's go to import. Let's see, what's the code he would like me to work on? Let's see. J Q F. Are those zeros or O's? Zero looks like that. Okay, those are zeros. Okay. Hopefully this isn't scuffed.
Traveling to Hanamura.
Hanamura.
Ready for battle.
Oh, yeah, it's Nelson. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Where's my boy Nelson at? Alright. So, you're playing Reinhardt, defense Hanamura. Very nice. Fun stuff. So I'm particularly just going to pay attention to you, by the way. Your teammates are probably going to make mistakes as well that might cause you to die. I'm not really going to pay attention to them. Going to look at you. Alright, you're going forward. It's going to throw the fire strike. Very nice, very nice.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Alright, now let's see. They have a hog. You threw it. No, it's good. Alright, May, drop your wall. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay. They're hogs on. So you're holding the choke here. Cool. Nice, nice. Block the hook. We're good. Okay. Nice. All right. So one thing I guess I would notice, of course, where you're standing right here in the choke. Where you're standing specifically, if I can look at this. Yeah. Here we go. All right. So. You're standing here in the choke, and where their team is, they can all shoot into your shield and do a lot of damage to it. Because you're letting them see your whole shield right there. And you're standing here in the choke. One thing you should always be careful of when you're playing Reinhardt, Orisa, or Winston is you want to always have means to get back into cover someplace. You've got your heroes here with you, but it's always possible that they could out-damage you and kill you. So... if your shield breaks, you should essentially treat that as, oh shit, I'm gonna die. So how I would treat this is, I personally like to play also back near this corner right here, because you want to play Reinhardt around corners. I like this corner right here. If you think they might, especially on this point, if you think they might use Symmetra's teleporter, you can play by this rock. Or if you're gonna play up here, you can play up at this point until your shield gets low like it is. At that point, you want to back up, because especially on their team, they see. They have a Roadhog. The Roadhog could hook you. The Ana could anti you or sleep you. And the Echo and Ashe both do a lot of damage. So you really don't want to get caught out with your shield broken like you have here. So I would just be a little bit more careful. Or if you're going to play up here, you have to play around this right side of the door here. That way you can get out of their LOS and be in a spot where your healers can heal you. And if you're playing with a Mei, I guess, sometimes you might not want to hold up this close. Because now your Mei can't go for walls to potentially cut their team off and get easy team fights. So just be aware of where you're playing on the first Hanamura choke and how much damage you're taking. So I can go back to you. Alright, here we go. Cool. Their Rein is res. See, their Rein has full shield. He got res. You're hiding. That's good. Good. Good first, right? That's nice. Alright, thumbs on point. Be careful. Get there. Counterpin the Rein, okay. Got hooked. Unlucky. There wasn't really much you could do. The Roadhog had hook up, and you just kind of got cut there. Okay. Another thing too, of course, I don't know. I don't have comms for this game, so I don't know what's going on interior. But you should know whether or not their Rein has shatter. You can look at your charge and you can see his charge right now, but in your game, when you're thinking, when you're watching this, you always be thinking when you're coming back to the fight, does their Rein have shatter? You're halfway to yours, but does he have his? Well, this is fine. You want to throw some fire strikes before the fight starts. Alright, his shield broke. He went for the shatter. Didn't hit anything. They hooked your hog. You get pinned. Okay. Alright. So this is another thing I don't know what happened, but if that ever happens to you and you get pinned into your own backline, you need to be yelling into comms to help you out. Because you're in your own backline, it should be harder for them to kill you because they have to go all the way into your backline to kill you. So if that ever happens to you and you get pinned like that, you need to yell really hard. Just, hey, help me. Rein's in our backline, help. That's the best you can do. Your team should come back and help you. And if you kill their Reinhardt, they don't have a shield to walk through the choke. You're still alive. You can then sort of like push their team back with your shield being up. But really, that's all you can do there. Is just call for help. Of course, you could counterpin, but I mean, you'd also counterpin and be right in front of their team, and they could just blow you up regardless. I don't think there necessarily was a get out of jail free card there, even if you did counterpin. But now you've seen his shatter. That was good. You didn't get shattered.
Thank you. Objective girl, you have my thanks. New defense point. Thank you. Objective B.
Okay. Your whole team's sitting over there. I don't know why. So, on this point, yeah, you really want to hold the high ground as much as possible. Alright, Ana shut her sleep. You know she doesn't have sleep. They're coming main. Okay. You shot the hook. Alright. On the ground. You know you don't have your Mei. Mei's down in the bottom. You got your shatter. How to use it? Oh, unlucky. That's unfortunate. Or you do go to ball, just go for the stall. Oh, that's unfortunate. The only thing there, I would say, is that, like, if you see a Reinhardt has already started, you were good on what you wanted to do. You notice he charged, you're like, okay, I can shatter. You're just a little bit too slow there. That's just a little bit of a reaction thing. If you, I would say also, too, be careful, because if their Roadhog still has hook, even if you go for the shatter there, he can still hook you out of your shatter, so make sure you're watching that too. But it wasn't really but so much extra you really could have done. You just, I mean, yeah, your team, you just kind of got boxed in a lot of times, and if you died, I mean, well, it was kind of really hard for your team to do anything. But I would just also be careful of how aggressive positioning you're taking sometimes when it seems like your team is busy trying to deal with something else. I would just watch that. Or if your own resources are low, once again, like if your shield is getting broke and stuff, it's okay to back up. Tell your team, I'm backing up, and just, you know, back up around the corner. Alright, let's move on to the next round. Alright, here we go. Oh, unfortunate. Don't really know why your Junkrat decided to feed. There's a damage boosted Junkrat up there. Alright, now they have Sigma here, so they also have Junkrat with a damage amp, and you know they have a Hanzo too. So you should know, based on that information too, you're gonna have barely any shields, because they're gonna be just blasting your shields, and they have 2 shields plus more spam. So it's gonna be really hard for you to get through this choke, and you don't have a Lucio to get yourself through. You have a lot of heals, but you have no Lucio. I think this is just gonna be really hard. Okay, good though. You made an opportunity. You got a pick with that. Very nice. Good. Careful. Watch it. Nice. That's nice. Try not to throw fire strikes into Sigma's eat. Okay, Rein pinned. Good. And you got another pick. Let's push in. Good job. Good job. You recognize you need to push in. Good. What? Tires coming in. Unfortunate. That was good though. You recognized that you had a pickup though, and you wanted to push in. The Junkrat did farm tire off of you and your team, but you did recognize in a good way that you needed to push forward. Oh, no, Mercy's in there. Spawn. Feeding? Alright, you go for that. Alright. Your team's not ready right now. I would wait. I would not be trying to push up right now. Yeah. Well, you're calling? Okay. Your team's not really ready. Okay, well, your Moira got punished for that. Okay. Keep it out. You don't have shield. Back up. You have to hold around the corner. Your Sombra's dead, unfortunately. Not much you can do about that. You are gonna get fluxed here. No, you meant to get out of it. Okay. There, Rein is in your spawn. Your Moira doesn't have any resources right now, so I would back up. They nat it. They're gonna kill your Zarya, probably. There, Rein is just in your team. Well, you recognize you need to go get him. Okay. Going after him. Fine. I think he is. Oh, he's trying to. Oh, I don't know what he's doing. I think he's trying to run away. Well, now you're back to square one. You do have EMP here, and if you're in team chat at this point, and the Sombra's in team chat, you need to try to call for the EMP shatter, because that's when you're playing in a situation like this where you don't really have the team comp to support you going through the choke. You have to really play for ultimates, and EMP shatter is an ultimate that can get you through this choke and win you first point. Unfortunately, your Sombra's dead, but that should be your next plan when you're here at this stage. You should be trying to execute an EMP shatter. I would not go forwards and try to commit shatter now. Now they've ulted, okay. Yeah, so here specifically, I think your mistake was even trying to push this while your Sombra's down. You have a win condition with Sombra's EMP. So what you should have done, honestly, actually, even after they dragon, right? They're all up here, and they're shooting into you guys. Of course, they landed that shatter, which is unfortunate. But really, what you could have done is, after the dragon went through, instead of pushing up to them, you could have backed up behind this corner, and your supports would back up with you. And wait for your Sombra to go around and get in position. Because you're not going to out-shield them. Like, they're shooting at your shield, and they have more shields than you. You're not going to out-shield them. And they have a Junkrat and a Hanzo, and you have a Junkrat and a Sombra. You don't even have equal damage on your teams. But what you should notice is that if your shield's under pressure, you have to back up and wait for opportunities like that EMP shatter. Don't waste them and just sort of like walk into an attack like this. But you saw you shatter. Okay. Oh man, your team is getting picks. Your team is getting some picks. You should come back and you should push very quickly. You might not need EMP shatter now. They're Sigma DC'd or something. That was weird. Okay, the Reinhardt came in. He's low. You push through him. Nice. Alright, now you're on point. Now you have shatter. Alright.
60 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the Sigma DC. Good. Your Junkrat making big plays, shutting down that tire. Now this is a 5v6, so I assume you have to do somewhat well here, otherwise that's kind of weird. We also look at your gameplay. This Rein is by himself, he's got nothing to help him. Yeah, get on him, okay. Now, okay. Alright, they also have whip double sniper. They've got nothing to stop you guys at this point. Swing on the Ana, yep. Nicely. Swing. Swing on the Mercy, swing. Tracer's trying to come back. Alright, okay. In last second contest situations like that, just as a point of advice, I would be looking to land shatters on like either multiple targets if you can, but if not, try to land it on a tank that's trying to contest, like a ball or something. Get that hero out of there because they're betting on that hero surviving a long time to get a lot of stall out. Let's speed forwards a bit. Let's skip forwards again. Apologize for this. Alright. 10 more seconds, and we'll get to see you after that. So again, it's a 5v6. You guys should have an advantage.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers.
Okay. Alright, dude. You need to know this. It's very simple. Junkrats like to place traps outside of the spawn. So you should look and see if there's a trap there when the door opens. And if the Junkrat is spamming, hold up your shield. Block the damage with your shield. And once that damage has been blocked, you can put your shield down and walk up to the choke and pretty much have full shield by the time you get there. But you shouldn't die like this. This is no bueno. Because you fed that Junkrat half his ult. Now they have a chance of shutting you down with a tire really quickly, see? They have a Mei. Mei must be close. Yeah, she's up there. Okay, okay, alright. Walls out, walls out. Okay, you want to push. That's good. You recognize that you want to push. Good. Mei is on you. That's annoying. Okay. Okay, you go for the pin. You land the pin. Good. She dies. Okay. And oh. So that right there is just being aware of where the enemy is. You gotta know where that Junkrat is so you don't get jumped on like that. Of course, calling for heals as well. Excuse me. Okay, good. Your McCree is out here doing work. You need to go get on point. Start some point pressure. Time to cap first. Alright. Swing on the Mei. Good, good, good. Yep. Your supports are bad, but it's just a support. Swing, swing, swing. Can't let Mercy rest like that. Oh, wow. Well, that was really bad on their part. They wasted a critical ultimate on first point, trying to hold it when Mei was the only one there. Unfortunate.
New defense point. Objective B.
Oh, you're about to have Shatter now, so it should be pretty simple for you. You know that Orisa has her shield, and if you can get past that shield and or break it, you can win. Good, Shatter. Good, good, good. Very good. Nice, nice. Get on that Orisa. May still a nice block. Yeah, nice, nice. Orisa's out of gold. You should call when Orisa comes out of gold. Okay, good, good, good. You recognize to put your shield up. You're lower than half. So, in a situation like that, if you're getting Coalescence, putting your shield up at it is not going to help you survive the damage anymore because it goes through shields. Block the Orisa that's actually shooting you, because you'll actually block her damage, and just you're going to have to trust your supports to heal the Coalescence. This is kind of unfortunate. Your team's all dead. Not really much to be done. You switch the ball. Oh, D.Va gets a big play. But D.Va's dead and no one can make it back. Unfortunate. That was definitely winnable. You guys kind of just walked into some situations you weren't really ready to deal with, I guess. Like, you really just need to break that shield down, get an advantage on the Orisa, land that Shatter. You did well with that. Just didn't get as much value as you really needed. You just kind of like wiped them all out. Because that Orisa lived, it gave them so much more time to have the people you did kill get back out of spawn. Keep the fight going.
Ready. Primary consent.
Everyone signed their life insurance policy.
Alright, so now you're going on Orisa. Cool.
incoming in 30 seconds.
Executing pre-combat routines. Optimizing strategy.
Lifting off.
Barrier activated.
Alright.
Get behind the barrier.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Alright, oh, well, your Echo is feeding. Not really much you can do about that. You're on Orisa right now, so you have double shield. Alright. With almost touch point. Similar thing from what I told you before. If you're holding with double shield, you have more shields, and you automatically have more shields than them in this game because they only have one more tank available. So holding here is alright, but you're all out here in the open area. Holding a choke point like the Rock or holding this corner right here on Hanamura first is a lot stronger of a position. Also here, this is bad. You need to not separate from your Rein. Whether you're playing a reset like an off tank like you are, or if you're playing Zarya or Diva or anything else like that, you need to stick to your Rein's asshole there. You need to stick right on up behind him because he's gonna dictate a lot of the pace of how you're playing. And if you're caught out away from him like you are right now too, if you're using Fortify right here, you need to be walking to cover. You can't just use Fortify out in the open. So if I was you right here, I would start walking all the way over here to the left immediately because I know my Fortify is going to be down. They're going to be trying to kill me. So you shouldn't stay on this side, and especially this side is hard because if they do destroy your shield, you are completely a sitting duck. There's no cover. But at least if you're over here on this left side, you can use this wall, and if you need to, you can even back up further and try to use this rock here. You can also further, of course, back up and get up onto the point from these back stairs. But I would definitely make sure that you are careful in where you're standing, not out here in the middle. Because yeah, this team isn't able to do it. They're down a man, and you know they're just not doing enough damage to really hard punish you. But a better team would. Alright, your Rein goes for a crazy pin. Alright. Alright, there McCree comes in. Well, let's see here, actually. Let's see here. Did you have your Fortify? Let's go here. Can I go over here? Nice. Let's go backwards. So you're here, you use your Fortify, you drop down your shield. Okay, that's all well and good. 7 seconds. You call for healing, alright, that's fine. You have your Fortify. Your shield breaks, you don't pop Fortify. Or you pop it way too late. So like when you pop, you wanted to pop Fortify ideally when you knew your shield was low there. And it could break at any second because at that point they had already nanoed their McCree, and their McCree is going to snap that shield in an instant. Like one shot will do it. So because of that, you really need to make sure that you pop that Fortify early enough so that you don't die. Look at your Reinhardt blocks high noon. You pull them together, that's fine. Morris is something over there. You should just call her out. It's your DPS that should be dealing with her. You don't need to shoot at her. Okay, she's calling for some reason. She dies. Nice. Watch out. They're going to break your shield. I would back up. Pop Fortify.
Cease your resistance.
So yeah, here again too, like where you're playing is kind of risky. I think you do pop bongo around the corner though. I do like that. Definitely always pop bongos around corners. You don't pop them out in the open. Don't be a bot. Popping them around the corner gives your team full use of it and their team none. So now you can use the bongo to get extra poke damage on. Get melting. So their Echo is in. I don't know if you guys know that. You guys are still holding very aggressively. Alright, your soldier killed him. Very nice, very nice. Your Ryan's going in. Alright, your Ryan fed. He pulls them back. Good, you recognize you need to fortify and you're running to cover. Good. See, that's what you need to do. Fortify, run to cover. You don't need to just use fortify to it's a defensive cooldown, so don't always just pop it to go aggressive, of course. You want to pop that stuff when you're trying to also run away. So here, this is a bad fortify. Why is this a bad fortify? Well, let's look and see. You if we let's see, let's go back a few seconds here. I'll explain why this is a bad fortify. So you killed the Arisa. Your Echo's down, but that's okay. She'll come back. Their Echo goes in and to the right. So yeah, you know she's back down as soon as you called her out. So you fortified here. You didn't need to. Look, you've taken no damage. Your shield is up in 1 second, which means you'll have a new shield. Your shield isn't yet destroyed, so somebody can't immediately shoot at you. You have to destroy your shield first. And McCree is all the way back there, and they're not ready to push yet. So this is a bad fortify because you need to fortify when you're actually under, you know, threat and danger. Not popping fortify here means you have it for when they actually push, and you can hold your ground a lot harder. So definitely make sure that you're popping fortify in situations where you're actually capable of dying. Not like this, where, like, of course, too, their team is regrouping. They really don't have anything at this point. I mean, they're gonna have High Noon, but he has to actually have his team there to, like, do more damage to kill you. So here, just definitely make sure if you have your shield up, make sure you deploy your shield and stuff first before just popping fortify. Fortify is supposed to help get you to your next shield cooldown when you don't have one up. So keep that in mind for when you pop in that.
Our enemy's chances at success are
Yeah, so this is a problem too. You recognize that you're in trouble. You see that your Baptiste has died, and you recognize, okay, that's a source of healing gone. But you also are caught out in the open because of how aggressively you're holding when your team is trying to deal with people in the back line. And you notice this, and you try to run away, but it doesn't work out because the McCree has his team there. He pokes around the corner and ends up shooting you. And you're dead because your only other support is your Mercy, which is on point trying to heal the people dealing with the flankers, because their Echo has just killed your Baptiste, so they're definitely trying to deal with that. I think that you probably should have backed up further and backed up towards the from your defending side, the left side, and you should have backed up probably to try to maybe even just go straight to point and try to help out the people on point going that way, than trying to do what you're doing, which is hold super aggressively on the choke when they have a shield, more DPS, and you really can't do that much, and that's why you died, because your team can't help you. So yeah, now they have a damage boosted McCree on the high ground.
Control link established.
10 seconds
This
remaining.
seems like it's working. Don't let up.
It's happening.
Onwards to victory.
Alright, you killed their McCree. Well, I mean, this is just contest. You're just rolling around on ball, but don't get pinned by the run. Good. Good. Alright, you kind of won this game because you were 5v6, but if you're gonna play ball, you could definitely just, you know, of course, learn some more techniques on ball, but you just went that for last second contest, so I'm not gonna hard critique you for last second contest gameplay. Alright, let's give it a second. Let's do another import here. Let's see. Let's see. PWF A-N-E. Huh, sure about that? P-W-F-A-N-E. Alright, well, we don't have that one, so I'll try to do the other one you sent. Let's see. D856 G1. Okay.
Welcome to
Oasis, Paul, jump.
Ready for battle.
Alright, so let's see here. My boy Nelson.
Enjoy the fun while it lasts. Are you quite?
Alright, so cool thing here. You're playing Rein Zarya. You've also got Bat Ana. She's kind of weird for supports, but you also have McCree and Echo. Both teams are playing Echo. Interesting, interesting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All better.
See what we've got going on here.
Adjusting angle of attack.
See how you handle it. Okay. Alright. So you hear that, Reinhardt? Okay. So there, I think your problem is you kind of stood in the middle of nowhere, taking a lot of damage. You did know that the Reinhardt was going to pin. You heard that, you didn't walk into it. That's good. But what I think you should have done, honestly, is you should have backed up and sort of tried to hide. Let me show you the corner I'm specifically talking about. So your team's back there. So let's see. Your Zarya is over there. I think she got hooked, or I don't know. Well, no, she's not. I think she's got to bubble up to not get hooked. But your bat throws out the immortality field late, which is just unfortunate. But I think you definitely could have extended your life a little bit if you tried to play right here. The Roadhog is over there, but your Zarya is dealing with it, and he doesn't have health right now. But their DPS are on the high ground. If you stand in this place right here, you're just going to get melted. Even if the immortality field comes out, you have no shield. They're going to destroy the drone, and you're going to die. So the best course of action if your shield gets really low early like this is just run to cover. Try to stay alive as long as possible, and try to have your healers keep you up and then make another decision. But yeah, just don't stand out in the open if you know your shield's going down. You gotta run to cover. You gotta see that happening.
Walk it off.
The objective is now
Alright. Fortunate, you died a little bit late. So their team's coming up to poke at you. A lot of poke. The Reinhardt's leaving them, joining their team on the other side. Careful. Hopefully you told your team where you want to go. I see here you saying group up. The soldiers come around this side. Okay, well, your team is poking out into chokes where they shouldn't be. But I also think you should commit to a direction. You kind of went there and then back. You should commit to a direction. Now remember what I said. Your shield's about to break. You should get off to the side. You just take a lot of damage and end up dying. Actually, your Ana was over there to your right. So if you held over there on your right, your Ana could have just healed you and kept you up. If they pushed the corner, I mean that's what would have happened then. But
How about a little extra?
all right. Does the Rein have shatter? You need to know this. Does the Rein have shatter? Alright. Once again, you should know here. Does the Rein have shatter? Alright, you know the Hulk's back here. You're going to help your Ana. That's very good.
I have it.
Your team should help you out a little bit. Yeah, he's already coming at the end. Alright, so now they have no hog. Are they trying to push when they have no hog? That's what it looks like. Alright, good. You're holding that corner there. That's good. That's good. Okay, you go for grab. So, I would say that if you know your Zarya is going for grab, you should, you know, of course, try to follow up in the grab. Swing in there. Throw a fire strike. If you can get a tank or even a squishy out, that's crucial. You know they have the ult. You can pin them. Do a lot more extra damage. Of course, grab is also very important because you're doing so much damage to targets. You charge your shatter very quickly. So a lot of times, if you can shatter first and then use grab, you can charge your ultimate back if they use ults to survive the shatter. So that's another option you have available to you as well. But once you see your Zarya grabbed, I think you should just try. You should of course try to follow up with it as much as possible. It'll help you out in the long run as well. The only time you shouldn't is if you're in a critical situation and you're not able to actually follow up, and doing such would kill you and cause you to lose the fight. So here they're grabbed, but you don't really get here in time. They also, crucially, they get beat off because they were able to. No wait, hold on. You guys use beat. No, they did. They did. Yeah, you guys. You're the right team. It's confusing to me. But yeah, they used beat, so they survived the grab. Not everyone got beat. You killed the Rein, but Rein got the mega. You pinned backwards. I think you went back here to try to deal with somebody on the point, but I don't think you should. The #1 target for you typically always is going to be the other Reinhardt, and I think you should have gone in to try to help him. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, that's where your supports are. Trying to deal with that. Well, your BAP is over there. He's gonna get caught out, and your Ana's back in spawn. It looks like so. Your Ana died in that fight. So, well, there's not really entirely a good choice to do, but I think trying to take out the other Rein is a better idea. Going into the soldier, because the soldier honestly can just run away from you and kill you. If he's smart, he'll just run away from you and shoot you down. So it's kind of more of a waste of time, unfortunately. No, luckily there, your Baptiste's in their backline and getting the kill. You're gonna get spammed out. You recognize your low. You're trying to back up to your Ana. Your Ana sees you. Go. Okay. Okay. You shouldn't go for charges like that where the other Rein is obviously moving. Try to go for set charges where you can funnel Reinhardts into chokes, and you know they're gonna go for it, and like you can go for it essentially as a short range charge. You recognize it was a short range charge, and so you tried it, but you have to be really angled really quickly on that to catch them, and he just moved too quickly. There wasn't any way you're gonna catch him really. Nice shatter, very good, very nice, good job. He showed you his butt, you decided to shatter him, you punished him for a bad play. Good job. Also, it's 99% at that point, so you should go for the shatter. Now here specifically, this is one problem I normally see Reinhardt's having too. You know the Roadhog is back there, it is not your job to deal with him. Unless your team decides as a whole they want to push the Roadhog, it is not your job to handle him. That is the job of really your DPS. Unfortunately, your DPS can't handle him but so well because you've got Echo Ash, but a Reaper or something like a Mei would be better for that. But you should definitely be playing in the front line with the rest of your team playing with you. Your team should be looking out for him, and like I said, your DPS should try to kill him if they can, but ideally here, you shouldn't go after him unless everyone goes. And it's not a good idea to do that right now because they have 99%. So you should be playing with the team. Leave the Roadhog alone. Alright, so you recognize this, it looks like. Going forwards. To the fire strike. Alright. Back up. Good. Backed up here. Good. See, you're on us. Got the Roadhog. You're back up here. You're playing here. Good. Good for swing. Good. Good for the pin. Alright. Hey, you got lucky. You caught him. Watch out. Watch out. Swing on that Reinhardt. Swing on that Reinhardt. He's anti. Good job. Alright, good. You're at high HP. Okay. Oh, unlucky. You went for the pin. Oh, nice. Swing on that Reinhardt. Good. Nice. Okay, good. You also recognize you don't need a shadow there. Very nice. The fight is won. Very nice. Okay. So there is a Roadhog behind you. You do know this. You're looking at him, trying to see where he is. You can commit Bob. Shatter. Good. Could have been a little bit quicker. Oh, swing. Get him. Nice. Oh, they got beat off. No. Unfortunately, you got low there. As soon as you see Soldier with sights like that, I would just shatter him instantly. Don't let someone on your team. Clutch. Got the win. Very nice.
Score 0. Ready for battle.
Justice.
All right. One. All right, team's rolling out. Let's go. Okay, we're running Rein Diva against a Rein Hog. Nice. Watch out. I would definitely be careful if you see the Reinhardt like that. You don't know if he has charge, and since you use your charge to charge to the point, you don't have yours, he can just pin you and kill you. So be aware of that when you use that to get the control points quickly. You can't immediately countercharge the other Rein. That's good though. You recognize he's caught out. You go onto him. That's good. Alright, now their Rein got res. He's back up. You know he's back up. Good. You're playing in Immortality. Good. Fortunately, your DPS are kind of getting screwed up. That's unfortunate. Yeah, they just kind of got around you. Unlucky. Go again.
Understood.
Thanks for me.
Bob's not ready.
Alright, careful. Alright, you took your fire strike. You should be careful. Back up a little bit. Make sure you got heals. Nice. Good. You know, Rein's there. Good. Rein overextended. Good. You know Hog is there, so you want to try to push him out. Good. Recognize. Okay. That was good, though. You saw the Roadhog was pinned. You saw the Roadhog was slept, so you wanted to go to set up the pin. That's good. You recognize that that's a free pin. Free pins like that, take those, man. Take those. It's a free kill, free ult charge. Take them. Your team is getting picks, which is good. That's all very good. Push up, good. You know the Ashe is up there. You're shooting at the Ashe. Unfortunately, your Ashe dies, but you did the right thing. Unfortunately, your team is kind of getting wrecked by this Ashe. It's unfortunate. You need to back up, which is good. You recognize that. Yeah. Their Ashe just carried that fight. There's not really much you could have done. You did all you're supposed to do. Alright, just back up. Be careful. Your shield's about to break. Be careful. Your team can heal you. Good. They're gonna rest their Ashe. You need to know, does their Rein have shatter? Push through. Okay. You saw the beat go off of their team. Alright, good. You know they're. I would be careful of fire striking in a situation like that, because a better Rein will shatter you there, because he should know you have shatter and that you're just essentially poking for free. Alright, you have no shield. Also, too, no, if you know the other Ryan has shatter, you know if your shield gets broken, it's game over. So, you have to be careful of that. He could just shatter here. Yep, he goes for it. Wait, what? What happened? How did he not shatter you? Wait, hold on. Okay, beat comes off. What happens with this interaction? So you come around the corner. Yeah, yeet, going in. Give a little bit of shield. Your shield is destroyed. Oh, you got lucky. He shattered the tree so it didn't hit you. Oh, wow. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Yeah. Your divas pop it off. Swing on the line. Keep your shield up, keep your shield up. Just hold shield, hold shield, hold shield. Good. Alright, they copied Reinhardt. You need to shut this down. Don't let that Rein shatter you guys and get a win. Watch out. Their Rein. Okay, you go for the shatter. You go for the pin on their ass, okay? Alright. Nice, you see Lucio here. You swing on the Lucio. Nice. Lucio's one. Nice. Their Rein's back and coming on you. Nice. Swinging back. Good. Their Rein's one. Their Rein's one. You pinned over there. It's good. You should just leave him. He's got to go to come to point. Let the people on point. Good. Go for the hog. Good, good, good. Oh, it's getting a breather though, so he's gonna have his ult back. Oh no. Does their right half shatter? Does their right half shatter? Good, good. You're getting healed. This is good. This is unfortunate. Good. Hold shield there. Get your team. Get some hard poking on them. Oh yeah, this can't happen. This can't happen. So here's what I assume you got distracted here by the people behind you. What I would have done here personally is I would have pushed up. Hold on, let me go out to the team cam. Okay. So yeah, you're back here on the point, playing around. Go for the whole hog. Get burnt out of that ult. That's unfortunate. You need to know whether or not the Rein has shatter. Secondly, here you've got the immortality put up, so you're trying to play with it. And your team is trying to play around this ant matrix here. I would sit here and hold shield in front of the ant matrix so you can get an advantage on their Reinhardt and their team, and they can't really play in this area because they're going to have so much damage coming at them. Which you kind of like a back off of it. You kind of are holding it, but like it's kind of from an off angle. You could take more space with it, with the ant matrix is giving you. And you get confused because or scared because you see them flank around this side, but you can't let that happen because their Rein has shatter. He sees you're not looking and he punishes you for it, and you lose. And as you can see, if he doesn't land that shatter, your Ana and your Diva were right coming back, so it's unfortunate. And your Ana had nano. Your Diva has bomb. Those ults could have swung the fight, so definitely needed to not get shattered there. And you know he's there. You have to know he's there, and you have to know he has that shatter. Track those ults, dude. Alright, last round. Here we go. Also, you need to recognize too that if they have that Reaper, you're in trouble. As well as the fact that they're running a Lucio, so their Rein can speed onto you. So this is another thing too about counterpinning and not having the ability to counterpin. Because you pin forwards, you have to dodge their Rein's charge, and you have to be very careful because they're coming at you with all this damage, and this Reaper is just on you. You have to be careful. Their Rein's anti though, you recognize that? You swing into him and kill him. Good. So whenever you see Mei like that, hold up your shield. because that will block the freeze attempt on you, and you still have a little bit of barrier health. See, there you have 791. Won't block all of it, but you should block as much of it as you can. Let your team be able to help you out. Alright, good. You see the Reaper over there? You want to get the Reaper out? They've rezzed their Reinhardt. So you saw the Reinhardt go for the counter charge, and go for the charge there. You should counter charge him. You should definitely counter charge him there. You shouldn't just get a free kill off on you, essentially. So that's what this is. You get away. No, he gets you. And on two, think about this. When the Rein lands those pins on you, he's getting so many more Earth Shatters because he's landing those pins.
This is not over.
Now, here too, you're pinning up close. You've used a movement ability to go super deep, and now their Mei, their Reinhardt, everyone's up here. Their Reaper's up here too. They can kill you here. They should kill you. Yep, you get countered. Boom, pinned again. You shouldn't pin up like that when they have a team comp like what they're running. They're running that Mei Reaper with the Reinhardt and the Lucio. It's way too aggressive. So they shattered. I don't know if they hit anything, but oh, you pin forwards again. Reaper's up here. Kill Reaper. Good. Roadhog's on right. They res their Reaper in your back line. Help out with him. Good. You need to counter pin again there. He pins you off the map. Now the Rein is dead because he pinned you off the map, but I mean, it's another counter pin. If you counter pin him there, he's in your back line. Your team should be able to focus him down. So you're on Sigma now. You have a Sigma now? Yep. They send a Reaper around in behind. They just pop a lot of ults. I don't know why they... So yeah, don't try to run away in that situation. Just run into them and die. There's nothing you can do. You need to just get the reset. But now you have some ults. You have Shatter, you have Bob, you're gonna get Copy, and you have Ant Matrix. So you guys need to try to win this fight. You have the ult advantage. You have Shatter. And, alright, good. You send Bob in. Alright. That's here. Nice. Nice. Punch that Rein. Punish that Rein. Good. 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 Walk forwards. Walk forwards. Walk forwards. You killed that Rein. You need to walk forwards. Get in there. Block Mei freeze again. Once again, block Mei freeze. Go for the pin on the Mei. Unfortunate. She walls up. Kill the Hog. Good. The Reinhardt's back. Guess you have Shatter? You need to ask yourself that question all the time whenever you see him. Do you know if he has it or not? Alright. Also, too, recognize when you play in this position right here, it's pretty risky for your team. You need to make sure that probably once your shield starts getting low, you back up around the corner, get to your side of the point. You see, they're gonna push in soon. Good, they put off the wall. You got pinned. Okay, good flux. Okay. There's a Reaper going around in your back line. You hear him? You hear those shots going off? That's the Reaper. Probably could have dealt with him a little bit quicker. They try to push this out with Shatter. Yeah, they're gonna come. They're gonna come. Don't. Oh, this is another case, bro. You can't go for the look. If you see an enemy like a Mercy, a Sombra, a Tracer, you realistically can't kill them. They're lighter, they're faster than you, and they can play out of your range. You should be trying to deal with what's the most accessible in front of you, which in this case is their enemy Reinhardt or any DPS that are directly in your way. Now, because you turned around, they've been able to shatter in. I don't know if they hit anything. They did hit your, looks like they hit your Echo here, which is unfortunate. You and Echo seem to be alone on the point together quite often, but, like, you could stop that from happening. At least them wasting the shatter, but now, you know, they just ulted you in and there's nothing you can do. Try not to let easy mistakes like that happen. Your team, but see here, your team is back so quickly. If you block those shatters up, man, maybe your team could help you. I don't know. Maybe they'd still kill you because they had Blizzard in the middle of you, but you never know. You being alive increases your chances, though. That's for sure. Go for the shatter. Can't hit anything. You get pinned again. Really got to stop getting pinned. And you go for that. Alright, yeah. Definitely you need to stop getting pinned. Know when the other Rein has shatter and when he's gonna go for it, and don't take your eyes off of him. You should always be thinking, where's the Rein? Does he have shatter? Where is he? Keep paying attention to him. Don't let him out of your sight. And if you don't know where he is, ask your team. Maybe someone on your team has seen him. But I'd say that for that, especially that map. And other than that, just play around corners more and try to stay in cover when your shield gets broken. And if you can work on those things, the rest of your gameplay seems pretty fine. Your fire strikes are fine. Typically swinging on a generally good targets. Had a few mishaps, but you know that happens. But I think you can greatly improve. So just take some of these tips and hopefully you do better on some of your next games if you put them into practice.